Hello everybody. This is the PRCS Professional Racers Cup Series coming to you live from the Auto Club Speedway. We are on race 9 of the 20 scheduled races in the season, and we are going here right off the bat here. Derek Hamill leads him to the green. He has been good at California races, so we're going to see how he does here today. They entered turn 1 for the first time. Really strong start by these guys. This is a 2017 track, by the way. Lol. These guys are probably going to stay together throughout most of this race until wreck happens, which I'm expecting it to. Anyways, high side versus low side. What are we going to see here first? High side really getting that strong run. Here as we start this race. Lucy Denny versus Derek Hamill. Hamill will lead the first lap. They're going forward, 5 wide behind the leaders. Here's Lucy, as now it's a fight of the low and high side. Hamill going to stick his nose in there. Going to try to keep up with Lucy Denny. So he's got a little bit of drafting help by him. James Waldner, who started from that second position. Lucy Denny has that inside lane though. She will be clear of the 52. Now remember Alan Fredrickson, who was P7 last lap, he is on 2 race probation after what happened at Charlotte, which Elliott Sadler would, by the way, get the race victory from that. Now, if Alan Fredrickson does win a race in his 2 race probation, he will not be credited for a chase playoff, so he's going to have to get. So if he wants to win, he's going to have to win after these 2 races. Anyways, Hamill P2, Sadler P3, Waldner has dropped back to P4, Allgaier P5. At 81 sits P6 of Blue Bungee, Spencer Purcell P7, Alan Fredrickson on 2 race probation, P8, Racer P9, and William Byron P10. Now top 4 starting to form a line here. They're trying to see what they can do with this. No caution yet. Looking for Buco all the way down the bottom of the track. He's getting help from that 09, from that 95. I was supposed to say 09, but that's his number, sir. Anyways, James Waldner now all over the back bumper. Top 4 in a single file line. I wouldn't be surprised if Derek Hamill makes the move here in a second. And he hasn't so far, but yeah, there's a trade. Top 4. Top 4, they're lighting it. Oh, never mind. Lucy Denny gets abandoned. Now they're going 2 by 2. Derek Hamill will try to get that race lead back. He did have the fastest lap in qualifying with a 33. And Lucy Denny will lead the lap. For how much longer will she be leading? Not for very much longer as Derek Hamill clears this 57. Quite a lot of action here so far here. As now we are on lap 6. Stages on lap 50, by the way, just like Michigan. Stages on lap 50. James Waldner now trying to get around that 57 for the P2 position. Sadler now going to try to pass Lucy Denny for that P2 position. He will try, but we'll see what happens here. Lucy Denny will be clear, but she will fade back to that P3 position now. As the CCR ended up, Elliott Sadler will try to start chasing down that 52, but that won't last very much longer. So here comes Lucy Denny again for that P2 position. Justin Allgaier trying to help his teammate, but Blue Bungee will give him a block. As this is all happening right behind the 52 Derek Hamill here so far as we're on lap 8 of 100 already. Spencer Purcell taking it 3 wide with James Waldner and Justin Allgaier. Nothing for James Waldner as he will stop that run. Spencer Purcell now. He's trying. Nothing there. Byron and Fredrickson now go down to the bottom here. They will both try to pass James Wallner. Byron's going to have the low lane advantage. So we have low, middle, high yet again here. These lanes are, which lane do you prefer? Sadler's moved up to the P2 position yet again. Now here comes Zach Moses. We haven't been talking about him much since his Sonoma win back on St. Patrick's Day. Weekend, sorry. Now we have a battle for the lead. Sadler and Hamill. Nothing there for Sadler so far. Can Hamill get around him? Nothing for that 52 so far. Hamill's running that outside like it's nothing. Allgaier trying to get up to his teammate. Nothing there. But that won't matter because Sadler still trying to get that race lead. Now on my other offline series I don't record Monster NASCAR Cup Series, so that's him. We had a photo finish here, so are we about to expect another one, or what are your thoughts here as now Elliott Sadler moves into the race lead? Remember, he did win last week at Charlotte with all that controversy surrounding that 99 and 8 incident? Yeah, 8. No, 9, sorry. Not 9 incident. Anyways, they're taking it 4 wide down the front stretch. 53 thinks better of it, he'll keep it 3 wide. Remember, it's still quite early on in this race, so you just gotta wait it out to see what you can do. They're mostly single file like Pocono, but they're like weird single file, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Barnes 40th, I'm not surprised. Anyways, Blue Budgie now up there fighting for the lead. Hamill now has the bottom. This is like pack racing but different. Lap 13 now of 100. As now Sadler, he will be battling side by side with Hamill on the backstretch. And Blue Budgie, he might take a 3 wide here. He takes better of it for the moment, but here he comes down way bottom of the track. Nothing there. And Hamill goes back to the race lead. This has been a race of lead changes so far. As now we have a new face entering the arena, William Byron. He's looking for a chase spot here today. Hamill still leading at the moment. He's fighting quite hard for this position. Sadler, now with 5 races left to go before the regular season ends, he's trying to claim his 3rd race of 2018, try to get the most wins of the series so far. He goes down to the bottom of the track, and he will try to go to the point here coming into the trial bowl. Nothing there. Blue Bungee now, he will try to battle with Sadler here, as Hamill, he's clear of that. One for the moment. Sorry about that. My door just randomly opened, I don't know why. Anyways, continuing. Woo boy, this has been an entertaining first 15 laps of this race. Now all guys are trying to come up there, trying to come up through this field. He's in the P4 position at the moment, but expect him to climb into that top 3 or even top 2 here within the next couple laps if he can make it happen. Now top 6 are in the train, but for how long is the question, and when will someone move? They're going to keep the train down the backstretch. Nothing there is now. Most of these guys, again, we've been saying, they're mostly single file, but it's like sort of weird because this is a multi-group track, and here goes Sadler again, trying at Derek Hamill. Nothing there, and Sadler's going to have to wait another lap. Oh no, wait, never mind. He's diving down yet again. And nothing for that one car. And here comes Allgaier now for that P3 position. He's going to try to reach. He's going to have to dive it down deep though. And he will, but there's nothing down at that bottom of the track. These guys love the high groove. And Blue Bungee will keep the P3 position. Johnson now, he's becoming a competitor here. We haven't been talking about him much this season because he's been involved in a bunch of wrecks and or at the back. So, first time we've really seen this 48 up here this season. Now, top 4 remain the same. Sadler now still looking for that lead again. Allgaier goes way up the track. I don't know why, but that will cost him some time and probably a position here down with Fredrickson. No, okay. So yeah, this has been quite an interesting mix so far. As Lucy Denny now trying to make her way back up into the top 10. Actually, she has, but she's trying to make her way back up to the top 5 at this point. Currently sits in the P8 position. There's Maple Andretti, first race. He's really been competitive so far this year for that third JK Racing team. As now the field's starting to split up here. There's two groups. Two groups that are pretty much even, I want to say. Blue Bungee now trying to take that P2 position away from Sadler. He's going to have to dive down really deep. Nothing there for that 81. He hasn't been able to make that move quite yet. Now he's going to rejoin the track. Still in third for the moment, but Allgaier might pass him here. $20 laps. 20 laps down, going to be 80 laps to go here in a minute. As now Johnson takes that P5 position away from Fredrickson for the moment. Still side by side for P5. And he will be clear. Clear, buddy. Go get him. You're P5 now. Johnson, he's really good here at Fontana in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. Can he do it again today here in the PRCS? He's going to try to get that highlight going, like that second to the upper groove going here. Try to get that try to get this trade of 5 up to the front. Trying to mix it up yet again. Here we go. Battle for the lead once more between Sadler and Hamill. This time Sadler has the advantage. And Sadler now back to the point for CCR. But not quite yet. Okay, there he goes. But Johnson now slowly breaking this group of 5 up to the 4th place position. If they can get a big run, on that 4th place car, you can kiss them goodbye. This group includes Johnson, Fredrickson, Byron, Denny, and Sir. And Hamill now dives down to the bottom of the track yet again. He has the strongest car here so far. It's here in the top 4, but here comes that 48 of Jimmy Johnson in that group. Blue Bungee now, he can't be clear. He thought he was clear for a second there, and now that'll give the advantage to the 48 as now he'll go up to the high side. The battle for the lead still continuing. Side by side for the lead here as we go through the triangle once more. It's Sadler, looks like he'll clear him this time. But here comes that 48. Oh, here comes Fredrickson now down to the bottom of the track, trying to pass that 48. They're going to be side by side down the backstretch. Let's get some different camera angles here. As now, that 48 and 99, that's a great camera angle. 48 and 99 still battling it out for what looks to be the P5 position. Sadler now keeping the lead for the moment. And these guys are continuing to battle. No cautions yet, by the way. There's 3 out of the 400 cars up here in the top 20 here so far. Hamill, they've been battling throughout most of the day so far, just like how Wizard Moses was battling the 88 of Tyler Cordell right before the All-Star race at Michigan. These guys showed a little deja vu here. Only difference are the numbers here. As Hamill now, we are forced away through the race. Hamill dives down yet again, trying to see what he can do with this inside lane. This time he might have the advantage. Dove it right when he needed to. Now he's going to try to see what he can do down the backstretch here. This is just a great camera angle. Cameraman doing fantastic work here. As now Derek Campbell stakes side by side, but barely with that one car. Looks like he'll yet again have to sell for that P2 position, but not for long, because Blue Bungee and Justin Allgaier now taking it 3 wide down into turn 1. I think, what's going on here, fellas? What are we doing? As Blue Bungee thinks better of it, he'll back out. Meanwhile, this is all happening behind the one car of Elliott Sadler. Justin Allgaier now making a CCR 1-2. Blue Bungee sells for P3 yet again, but that one car trying to pull away here. Trying to see what he can do with this clean air. Justin Allgaier getting a little bit of the draft. A little bit of a draft for that 7 car, but we'll see. Justin Allgaier now trying to get that draft. You can see that he's right within that zone. Hamill falls back to P5, by the way, after whatever happened with them. Allgaier now has made a CCR 1-2. Battle for P3 about to be on between Blue Bungee and Jimmy Johnson. Johnson really at the bottom of the track. That was way too early of a dive for that 48. He'll have to sell for P4 yet again. Blue Bungee now, I thought he got loose there for a second. I think the tires are starting to show their wear. Here, Johnson needs to dive down right here, right now, if he wants a shot at this P3 position. Meanwhile, top 2 starting to pull away. And here we go, battle for P3. Johnson on the side of Blue Bungee. We haven't seen Johnson be this competitive all year. Here comes the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. They're battling about 6/10 back. Johnson to P3. Now the question is, how is that 48 going to get back up there? There's now a lot of traffic starting to show in the form of the 95. 48 might have the fastest car here today. Fastest lap so far going to the 27 was the 35. Second time as now Johnson going to have to dive down to the bottom track, but here comes Derek Campbell. Oh boy, 3 wide, 4 wide. Heading into turn 1, Derek Campbell takes advantage of that. But for how long is the question, because Johnson's still showing strength on that high side. Nothing there for Derek Campbell. Oh boy, I thought he had something there going there for a second. Lap 31 of 100 now, coming up on lap 32. I thought Derek Campbell had something there for a second. They're going to take it 4 wide yet again, coming into the tri-oval right behind him. Oh, Maple Andretti scraping the wall. 42 scraping the wall. That's going to cost him some time. Oh boy. Meanwhile, top 4 starting to pull away. Pack deciphering right behind them. This ain't Talladega. Ryman accidentally. Just under 20 laps to go left here in stage 1. No cautions yet, but we'll see how that changes here. And Johnson now is trying to chase down these leaders. Allgaier on the back bumper of his teammate, the 1, yet again. Now, has Allgaier won a race? I don't think so. Yeah, top 4 starting to pull away. You can start to see the difference right here, right now. You can start to see some of the differences here as we switch back to TV camera 1. You start to see the differences here. There's their camel. These guys are starting to fade here pretty quick. So this might be another CCR 1-2 here for the stage. That is, if Jimmy Johnson doesn't have something to say about it, and he will, because he is coming. Down the backstretch for the 34th time. Hamill still sitting P4, still looking pretty strong here for that team. And Johnson out, coming up on the back bumper of Justin Allgaier. Now, the question is, where will we see Johnson go? Because we haven't seen him be this strong and this competitive so far this season. So, his best bet is to dive it down, take second, wait until about 5-3 to go in stage 1, then dive down, get the lead, finish the stage off strong, get some stage points for your boys back in pit road. Down the backstretch, Hamill, he's starting to close in now on the leaders. Tires taking a toll down that backstretch. That's probably what's making them lose their grip. They're taking a toll. Johnson losing a little bit of time to Allgaier there, going up on the high side. Let's go on board that 48. Going 215, 216. I saw 217 entering turn 1. Or is this IndyCar? I'm surprised these engines haven't blown up yet, but yeah, that's where the tires are getting killed, right where Fredrickson is now. That's where those tires are getting killed. Allgaier now going down to the bottom track. Let's see if he can do anything about this one. Nothing so far. Johnson wanting to see side-by-side action so he can get back up there before the end of the stage. Those leaders now starting to drop a little past 4 seconds. Alan Fredrickson holding pretty at 3.85 seconds behind the leaders. Eric Martinez P6 and everyone else scrambling behind him. There's the 13 now. He sits P26 in his first race where he has a wrecked on lap 4. 48 sitting nice and pretty with that P3 position. Trying to see what he can do with this. Leaders now, yeah, they're definitely past 4 seconds. Johnson now sitting pretty with third. Hamill, fourth. Tires yet again taking a toll into turn 3. Allgaier goes way up the track. Caution! It's out for the first time today. So let's see what was this one for. Wizard Moses something definitely had to do with that one. Let's see what happened with this 01 car. Took a nice good old spin with his cousin there. And 71 got a piece of it, but saved it pretty nicely. As now this will reset the field and make for an interesting end to the first stage here today. We'll be back after this quick acceleration. Welcome back to the Auto Club 400 here, as we just had our first caution of the day for the 01 of Wizard Moses spinning out. So now this will make up for quite the interesting end to stage 1 here, as the pace car makes a really hard left-hand turn. You all saw that, right? Really hard left-hand turn into pit road, and leader's gone. Johnson looking for his first stage win this year. Elliott Sadler just trying to get yet another stage point in what has already been quite an incredible season for that team. Let's see how stage 1 is going to come to a close. Johnson stuck behind the lap car. Don't know why lap cars are right there, but you know. And remember, this is still stage 1. 3 wide, and here comes that 13. He's starting to make some gains here, just like William Byron. Justin Johnson now up to speed. 4 wide here in the back. Just Jimmy Johnson moves. Jimmy Johnson starting to move back here as our top 2 are going to settle it here. Here comes that 7 of Justin Allgaier. Alec Fredrickson now, he's looking underneath the lap car, going to try to send him up high. Down the backstretch, we all know how what Alec Fredrickson did to that 9 car, I keep saying, a week ago at Charlotte. Let's see what he will do with this lap car. Oh, Johnson sends him up high. That won't help. And now Justin Allgaier to the point. And here comes Jimmy Johnson. He still has 5 laps. Still plenty of time for that 48 to get there. And now he will try for the P2 position. He has cleared the lap car. Alec Fredrickson now going to work on that lap car. Alex Sadler still staying quite pretty with P2. He's been averaging that so far today. Coming up 4 to go here in the stage. Johnson going to give Sadler a push. Sadler trying to get that inside working. Johnson's going to take it 3 wide up the middle. Or not, maybe. He didn't. But Sadler's going to have to dive down really deep here. And Allgaier moves way back. That ain't good. And Sadler to the point, but Johnson is P2. Johnson out to the side of Sadler. He will try to go for the race lead. Oh, it's Sadler taking the high side. Jimmy Johnson on the low side. This could be for the stage. Alec Fredrickson sitting P3. Actually, Battle League for P3. Excuse me. And Sadler to the point. Johnson going to come right in front of Allgaier. 3 laps to go in stage 1. Sadler starting to pull away here, but I see that 48 getting there. I see him. May not be stage 1, it might be for the win, but I see that 48 get to that lead at some point. Coming up on 2 to go in stage 1. Here comes Sadler yet again. Sadler, he's been in this position so many times. He's been with the right equipment. Actually, all these guys have had pretty good equipment. That's why they're staying so close. And here comes that 48 yet again. 2 laps to go. Coming up on 1.5 when they hit the backstretch for stage 1. There's still going to be about 50 laps to go when stage 1 concludes. Fredrickson now P3. Let's see if he will do anything. Johnson, he needs to get to that lead and get to it quick. And here he goes. Here comes the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Here he goes on the bottom. Sadler yet again on the top. Nothing there for that 48 crew, but he's going to have to dive down deep if he wants this. Sadler's still on the high side. Johnson on the low side. Johnson, he needs to get a draft here coming into 3. Nothing so far. And here comes the one of Elliott Sadler trying to get yet another stage point. Trying to really solidify himself for stage-wise, for stage points. And here comes that 1 car. Here he comes for the stage win. Stage winner, 1 car, but we're still racing. There's the official results right there on your upper left for stage 1. We're continuing the race here at stage 2. This is for the victory. Johnson now try to continue his run to the lead. 50 laps to go. We have displayed the halfway flag. 1 caution so far, which was caused by the 01 there back in stage 1. Johnson, he's still looking for that race lead. Sadler with the stage win now confirmed. They're confirming it. Johnson, no help on that bottom. He's going to have to get a really strong run. Here comes Alan Fredrickson. He's going to try to take it 3 wide. And he won't do that because Johnson had too big of a run. But Johnson still chasing down that leader. I think he might get there. Those Hendrick engines have been really strong today with Byron now up into P7 to 24 and P10. Lap 52 of the 100 laps here. Half of the race left to go. Still quite a long way for that one car to get the win. We're going to see what he does though. We're going to see if he can win this. As that lap traffic holding up Tenson back. But they're still scrambling back here. But we've seen the names that have been up here so far. Allgaier, Elliott, now Johnson. Blue Bungie's been up here all day. That 52, he's moved back to 19th. And here comes that 48 again. I think he has to run this time. Third time is a charm, right? That would be no on that, but he's still fighting for that. He's now fighting for the P2 position, which can be Allgaier, can be Johnson. As Sadler yet again clear of that 48. Allgaier now trying to make it CCR 1-2 once more, and he will do that. Fredrickson moved up to the P4 position yet again. And Sadler now leads once more. That one car, it's been really strong today. I just think that 48's a little stronger. We're gonna find out here in these last 46 laps. Sadler, he needs his teammate to block. And Johnson just needs a really strong run coming into 1. That's what he needs. And here he comes. Will he try to pass him this time? No. He'll stay in line, but there's still quite a lot of time left for that 48 if he wants to get up there. And the 99 too, but again, the 99, if he wins, that win will not count because he is on probation, so he would have to win again. So yeah. Thought I saw smoke there for a second. No caution yet. Lights are still green. That means we're still green. Really strong run for Johnson off of 4 yet again. Just doesn't have the speed to keep up with those CCR engines. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Johnson's doing wrong. It's now he's gonna have to battle for P3. Like Johnson can keep P3 pretty easily. It's just that he can't get up to that P2 position or P1. I mean, he was in P2 earlier, but he just can't seem to hang on to it. Which is confusing me quite a lot because, I mean, everyone's on equal engines. I mean, everyone's equal. I mean, I swear on my life, everything's equal. I just don't know why NR 2003 like Sadler and Justin so much. I just don't get it. I swear on my life, I'm not rigging it. I swear on my life, I'm not rigging it. And I'm not rigging those Moses ones either. They're all just coming out of the tune like that. Anyways, here goes Allgaier. Johnson going to have to be halted by the one car here. One car going way up the track. Holy smokes. That's not where you want to be. You want to be high, but you don't want to be that high. And Johnson will take P2. Will he go for the lead? He has a good one. Johnson, he just needs to dive his nose in it. He'll be there. And he will. Now we're side by side for the lead once again. Johnson, he needs a run off a 2 there if he wants to get the lead. I don't think he got it. No, sir, he didn't. He'll take P2 for the moment, though. He just needs to move Allgaier up the track like Sadler was moved up the track by his teammate. Byron up to P4, by the way. That's quite good for that team. And I believe those guys in the back, I thought they wrecked for a second. Anyways, Lancaster now, he's starting to move his way up there, getting that third Hendrick engine up to the front. Trying to get some Hendrick power going to face off against those CCR engines. I think this has been the biggest team rivalry so far. CCR versus Hendrick here today. Because this has been quite entertaining to watch between these two teams. Sadler now fading back to P5. And Johnson, he made a deep move. He saw that move and he went for it. And Johnson now, yet again, let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can do anything this time. He has the advantage coming off of 2 here. But will it be enough? I don't think so. He has these big runs entering turn 1, but by the end of backstretch, entering turn 3, they're gone. Like, I don't get it. 40 laps to go, come to 39 this time by. That 40, I swear, he can get up there. I hope he can. Johnson needs to win. Now field starts to separate yet again. Fredrickson, I think he can get up there too. I think he just needs to help that 48 first before he can try any cool maneuvers. Now Sadler back up to the P4 position. He definitely has one of the stronger cars here today. Johnson, nothing there for that 7. I mean, for that 48. I mean, sure, 7 doesn't have anything either, but he's keeping the lead. That's what you gotta do here. Johnson needs to get a run off of 2 or 4 and really hold it throughout that front stretch and or back stretch. That's his best bet, I think. He's driving the heck out of this. Now we're going to go visit the field here. So we're going to take a little quick update here. As before we do, we'll see if Johnson can pull off this again. And maybe no. So now we're going to visit with all 40 drivers, see where they place at the moment. Allgaier 1, Johnson 2, Fredrickson 3, Elliott 4, Byron 5, Andre 6, Martinez 7, Spongy 8, Jones 9, Lancaster 10, Moses 11, Teller Jr. 12, Purcell 13th, Johnson lap down, Sir 14th, Razzioli Ballard for 15th, Hayrie 16th, Hamel 17th, Wellner 18th, Jones 19th, Cuts 20, McDowell 21, Brasser 22, Daddy 23, Oshiari 24, Daddy 25, Wellner 26, Moses 27, Cornell 28, Kane 29, Truex 30, Wellner 31, Hernandez 32, Cuts 33, Hudson 34, Reginard 35, Hernandez 26, Barnes 37, Moses 38, Nelson 39, and where is he? Johnson lap down, he is P40. Johnson now, he's going to get a little taste of his own medicine. Like I said, Fredrickson making it work like it's 1989 and nothing. Oh no, he actually got it. Fredrickson, wow, what a move. Fredrickson actually made that inside work there and out. So is it just me or is that 48 just not strong enough on that inside? Because Fredrickson was able to make it work. Allgaier has been able to make it work today when he's needed to pass people. So maybe it's just that 48 engine. We will continue to find stuff out as we continue on throughout the race. And if you haven't already, like our Facebook page, subscribe to us on YouTube. What else should we do? Go to our Discord. Everything's in the description. Do all that fun stuff as we continue on with this race. Ugh. Fredrickson now trying to, let's see if he can make that inside work. Remember, if he wins this race, it won't count towards the playoffs. It will be encumbered because he is on probation. So, would you rather go for 20 points or 15? Would you go for a win or no win? That's what's really in the balance right now. Fredrickson, he is just trying to get to this race lead. Byron now P4. And Fredrickson now making it quite interesting. Because he's the only Ocean Cross Motorsports car up here. So quite interesting. Will Byron make that inside work, or is it just Hendrick engines? It's just Hendrick engines. What a meme! Lap 69 of 100 here. Will we get another caution? Who will we see win today? Frederick, again, will it be Allgaier and solidify yet another Coca-Cola racing victory, force of the year? Will it be Fredrickson, who will win for Ocean Cross Motorsports first of the year, but won't count towards the playoffs? Will it be Johnson? He really needs a win, and we're gonna find that out. Byron also needs a win, but if he just has a couple good point states, he might solidify himself for a playoff position here. Will it be Sadler getting his third win, getting the most amount of wins so far in the series? We will find out here in 30 laps time. Woo boy, this is going to be quite interesting. Woo boy! 30 laps to go. As the laps start to tick down, who will get the... We're going to start finding out who will make the moves at the right time. Fredrickson, if he makes this move correctly, he might be a car to beat. He's already showing that by holding second from Johnson, but he might be a car to beat if he can get to that lead. Remember, this was your Daytona 500 pole sitter from a couple months ago. Actually, I was about to say a couple months ago. And yeah, that's all he has for his resume at the moment. So this begins the WRA West Coast swing. We go to California, then Las Vegas next week. And the following after that, the infamous ISM Raceway. That's personally one of my favorite tracks. I can't wait to see you guys watch that video and see how that plays out. After that, we go back to Talladega for the second to last race before the playoffs. Hopefully you can join us for all those races here on the WRA network. Johnson now trying to make that move for P2 yet again, but that high side, they've been able to get quite a better acceleration coming off of 2 and 4, so just like Charlotte, you need to pass on that outside. You can't pass on the inside. I mean, you can't pass on the inside, you just need to have a heck of an accelerator. Heck of an accelerator. Let's see what Eric Martinez can do. Nothing there. Almost comes up right in front of Mabel Andretti. Almost kills the man. And Richard Nelson giving us a signal that it is time for pit stops. Coming up with 25 laps to go. Who will pit? Who will not? Coming up on 25 laps to go marker. Question now looms, will they need another pit stop? That is a good question. Good question, my dear Aunt Sally. Right now these guys are just freight training on the high, right behind the leader. Wherever the leader goes, they'll go. Just trying to get that draft, trying to stay in there. This is not Daytona, guys. Right now you can just see these guys are freight training. Oh, never mind. Sadler doesn't freight train any longer. And he will be among the first to come down to pit road. And leaders going to continue their run. Sadler will be among the first to pit. Yeah, you can see these guys are really holding it up high. Just trying to get some racing going. Sadler's the only one to pit this time by, so we're going to continue Watch us see how these situations play out. That's how we get the pit stops underway. Allgaier and Martinez are the next two on the list. Sadler going to go a lap down here. Richard also sending us that signal that it is time for them pit stops as everyone comes out here. Cornell almost kills a man. No, not Cornell. I'm done. So, yep, Tide signaling. We have pit stops on the horizon. So, all the three leaders at that moment are pitting, and that will give the lead for the first time in basically forever to a JK Racing car by the name of Mr. Maple Andretti. He will lead. He'll give himself a lap here as everyone else comes down onto pit road. This is really going to shake up the running order here, as we're going to see who pits when. Blue Bunjing having the last of the pit styles here. Who will come out first? Who's going to take tires? Who's going to take... And caution! Who was it for? Oh, no! Was Justin just come back out onto the track? Yeah, he was. Joshua Cuts, let's get on board with him, see what happened. Oh no, that sucks. They had a car to beat, and Justin just ruined their chance. Most of their chances of winning that race. See, let's get another point of view, see what happened. This is what happened last week with Fredrickson and Stanley Reginald. It pops up again. Allgaier this time couldn't hold his line, and Cuts, he did like any of that. So now the question is, who's on the lead lap and who's not? We're about to find out here as we accelerate our way to the next green flag lap. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Auto Club 400 here. So Richard Nelson, he is barely on the lead lap. Justin Johnson a couple laps down. And I believe everyone else has their laps set. So Maple Andretti going to lead up to green. Jordan Moses P2, John Teller P3, Brian Lancaster P4, Alan Fredrickson P5, Jimmy Johnson P6. We're green. Jordan Moses, she hasn't seen much of the front here so far this season, and this is going to be quite the position for her. Maple Andretti, meanwhile, this is his first time at Auto Club. This is actually everyone's first time at Auto Club for this series. And now we're going 3 wide into turn 3. I was about to say turn 1. Now the question is, who goes where? Here comes Brian Lancaster up the middle. That just ruined Jordan Moses' chances, and here he comes, the infamous 24. Brian Lancaster. We've seen these Hendrick engines be really dominant today, and that just goes to show you that they can get to the lead on the inside. But of course, with a little help from lap traffic, as now Brian Lancaster not cleared that 0-0 yet. Now he is. John Teller Jr. now, he's down at the bottom. He's been pretty good at these tracks here as of late. He finished second in both the All-Star and the Open. So what will happen this time for John Teller Jr.? He might be a chase contender here at the end of the season, as everyone else scrambles behind the infamous 24. of Brian Lancaster. This number has a legacy with Jeff Gordon in the car. Chase Elliott in trouble! Big wreck for the leaders! Spencer Purcell and William Byron! Maple Andretti goes up and over! And Brian Lancaster says, "You have got to be kidding me." Let's see what happened here. Let's get the second TV cam. No, let's get spectator. Because that's my... So let's see what happened here. Maple Andretti, did he get a little loose here? Did he get a little arrow loose? No, Johnson tagged him. Yeah, that's what happens when you run out of space here at Auto Club. And sent him right to the 82 and his teammate the 5. Johnson did. And the 42 went up and over. Here, you're not going to see it pretty good from this perspective. This perspective is really going to show you what happened. Maple Andretti, that I believe was a head-on collision. Byron trying to put on the brakes. Byron, there's the collision with the 82 and the 42. Byron trying to put on the brakes, trying to slow down before the surfer barrier. I don't think he did. Anyways, I believe those 3 races are done, as we have yet another caution. But that's what Brian Lancaster didn't want to see, is we'll be back. Welcome back to the Auto Club 400 here. So, because we are about 10 laps to go in the race, 95-00 will not move down. It will just be a single file restart. That's what NASCAR has said, and the WRA has concluded with. So, John Taylor Jr. will have to make up 2 extra positions here, if the 00 and 95 can get that 24 really up high. 24, 22, 80, 99, 48, 1, top 6. We are green again. Let's see what this 95-00 can do to this 24, if anything. Otherwise, this 24 might just pull away. Let's see what they can do. Here they come. Everyone's single file so far. You can see this is Daytona now, guys. Literally every single car is single file, but how long will that last? Not very much longer. There you go. There we go. Now we're starting to get double file racing again. Brian Lancaster tried to get himself a win. John Taylor Jr. also needing this win. And here they go at it. Neither team on Coca-Cola Racing or Neck Red Racing, nor any of those teams. These are first-time teams trying to look for their first wins of the season. They're coming up right here. Their tickets might be right here. Brian Lancaster, he's on the hunt for the playoffs. He has to stay within the top 25 if he wants to secure his spot if he wins this race. Because right now he is not within the top 12, so he has to stay within the top 25 to go to the chase. But he's like 8 laps away. John Taylor Jr., he's going to definitely put on some heat here for that 24 car. Justin Johnson not giving him any room. This is what's in the final 10 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Brian Lancaster. Here we go. Jordan Moses sitting in the distance. Oh! She took the risk. She took the risk. She put John Taylor Jr. in the wall. Now we're starting to see some more of these Moses Motorsports cars up here again. But how will Brian Lancaster respond to all this? We have about 7 laps to go. Jordan Moses dives down, takes P2 away from John Taylor Jr. That pretty much just ruined his race. He's definitely saying something over the radio right now. Take a listen. Oh man, what a bleep! What a bleep move. No worries, man. We still have 7 laps to go. Come on, man. Get it. 7 laps to go. Still somewhat time left. 6 laps to go now. John Taylor Jr., if he's going to do anything, he has to do it now. He still has some time left, but that time is slowly starting to run out, and he is getting closer to that 80 car again. Brian Lancaster has cleared the 95 for the moment. John Taylor Jr. trying to get back to that 80, trying to get some little vengeance immediately for what happened a couple laps ago. Ryan Lancaster doesn't have to worry yet because that 80 has to pass the 95 first if she wants to lead. 5 laps to go. Brian Lancaster now just trying to hold on, trying to get this race win. Jordan Moses trying to become the first lady to win here in the WRA. 5 laps to go. 4.5 laps to go. John Taylor Jr. on her outside. John Taylor Jr. might take the position away from her. Nothing for the moment. John Taylor Jr. really slid up the track in 3 and 4 there. Coming up on 4 laps to go now. Brian Lancaster, we all know how famous that 24 has been with Chef Gordon in the car. Brian Lancaster trying to bring it back to victory lane. First time since 2015 that would happen. In just general racing. And he's 4 laps away from doing exactly that. That 80 car trying to chase down that 24, trying to put the 80 in victory lane for the first time ever. The 80 has never been to victory lane in any sport, I don't believe, from my past calculations. John Taylor Jr. trying to put that 22 in victory lane since Richmond with Joey Logano in the car. 3 laps to go now. Nothing there for that 22. He might be able to pass second place, but I just don't see him getting up to the lead. Here comes Caden Denny, who was all the way at the back. He was all the way at the back, mind you. He was like 30th last time I checked. He's up here battling for P3. The 80 car, she still has to pass the 95 if she wants a chance at winning this race. And here we go, battle for P3 between Caden Denny and John Taylor Jr. John Taylor Jr. goes way up the track. Nothing there for Caden Denny though. At 13, first time he hasn't been wrecked out of a race yet. But right now, it's all about that 24. Can that 80 get to the 24's back bumper? 1.5 laps to go. If caution comes out, race is over. Justin Johnson being the only difference between the two leaders. Coming up, will we make it back to the line? Lights are still green for the moment, but if they turn yellow, race is over. John Taylor Jr. now, he's looking for that. He's trying to get P3, but Brian Lancaster is a lap away from putting that 24 back to victory lane. Here we go. It's a turn 1. That 24 has been pretty strong here on this last run. They have a really good short run car, and it's starting to fade away here. But will it be enough for that 80 car of Jordan Moses? Coming down to turns 3 and 4 now. Here comes the 24 of Brian Lancaster. Randy Orton, the team owner in the Discord. He is looking for that victory. And here it comes. The 24 Brian Lancaster will win at Auto Club. Heck yeah, guys! Awesome job! Awesome job! That is going to be one emotional man today. The last wreck. The final caution was about 15 laps to go. We all thought that he wouldn't be able to take the victory after that. But he proved us wrong. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to give it a like, subscribe, go to our Discord if you have not already. And, yeah, see you all next week for Las Vegas.